you know that there is a new E-Verify 10-day tentative non-confirmation timeline. If you use E-Verify and you did not know this, well, this is for you. Pay attention. Many employers have a significant amount of TNCs unresolved, and this new policy is intended to make employers more accountable for those unresolved TNCs. So before I go into the new rule, I want to talk to you about what a TNC is, just so we're on the same page. A TNC stands for tentative non-confirmation, and that is issued by the E-Verify system after the employer enters the I-9 data into the E-Verify system. And E-Verify takes that data and matches it with the data that is in the Department of Homeland Security, DHS database, and the Social Security database. If the information entered by the employer does not match the data that the government has, that creates a mismatch and that triggers the TNC. Often, the TNC can be resolved by just looking at the data that was entered by the employer and realizing that there was an error, a typo, or something like that that could be easily fixed, and the TNC is resolved. And if that's the case, awesome, you're done. You don't need to, well, you do need to worry about it, because if you do take too long to resolve this TNC, this is where this 10-day rule comes in, okay? But let's say it is not an error, it's not a typographical error, it's something that it's a true mismatch of the data with the government. So this is what that new rule comes in. And basically what the rule says is, so first E-Verify is issued the TNC, the employer and the employee must take action as soon as possible within 10 federal government working days after the E-Verify is issued the TNC result. And that is the rule that I need you to be aware of. This is new. Within 10 federal government working days, you need to take action on this TNC. So employers, in the following slide, I just need you to pay attention if you're just listening to me, because we're going to write out the steps that you must complete according to E-Verify when you receive a TNC from the E-Verify system. It is important to remember that a TNC does not mean that the person is unauthorized to work. So you cannot terminate, suspend, delay training, withhold or lower pay, or take any other adverse action against the employee because the TNC. And if they're going to contest the TNC, the 8-day rule that they have to go to Social Security or the DHS to resolve the TNC, that rule has not been taken away, although it's kind of fairly loose right now because of the pandemic. I hope this is helpful to you and it helps you manage your E-Verify process better. What I want you to take away from this is that many employers have many unresolved TNCs, and the government is looking at that data. That's kind of why this rule is in place. So pay attention to those unresolved TNCs and try to close them and resolve them as soon as you can. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for being here with me, and I look forward to reconnecting with you on another update. Thanks. Bye-bye.